What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another movie review. I'm Chase Lee, reviewing for DallasMovieScreenings.com and continuing my coverage of the 2019 North Texas Film Festival. I'm not seeing a lot at this film festival for you guys. I'm just catching a few, but whatever I'm reviewing, I will throw it up on the channel for you all. So this is the next one. This is the fourth film that I saw at the festival, and this is Dolemite Is My Name. Now this one comes from Netflix. It is directed by Craig Brewer, and this one tells the real life story of Rudy Ray Moore, played by Eddie Murphy. He's kind of like a down on his luck actor, hasn't really found his big break in Hollywood, and so he's getting older. He's starting to get worried that he's never going to make a name for himself or entertain people. So one night he stumbles across this group of like homeless people, one of which always comes into the record store that he works at. So he just sits down with a tape recorder and starts recording their conversations. They start rhyming, they start telling stories, and so he turns that into stand-up. I really hope that's how it happened, because that's an insane story. So he turns it into stand-up, he gains a huge following, and then he broadens his horizons and gets a business partner, Lady Reed, played by Divine Joy Randolph, I believe that's how you pronounce her name. And so, he gets like a business partner, and then they start singing together. And then he wants to make movies, and the first one he makes is Dolemite Is My Name, and it's kind of in the vein of like a grindhouse movie. And so that's our movie. It's just this one guy chasing his dream in Hollywood and finding a voice for someone that is African American in the 70s. That's kind of important since it was kind of unheard of. That was his goal, was just to be known and have his community be represented. And that's awesome. And so, going into this, I didn't really expect much. I didn't even know who Rudy Ray Moore was. My apologies. And now I really want to explore this guy's filmography or listen to some of his records, because he is quite a character, I will tell you that. But I saw the trailer that Netflix dropped, because they usually drop their stuff like a month before it comes out or 2 weeks before it comes out. It's a strange marketing thing because people will forget stuff easily. But yes, when I saw the trailer, I was like, this looks really solid. It's from the director of Hustle and Flow and the Footloose remake. He's a solid filmmaker, so let's see what he has. And I gotta tell you, I like this movie quite a bit. It is groovy as hell, and I'm sure someone has already put this in the review, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Dolemite is dynamite. There, I said it, and now you guys can click off this review. But yeah, this is a really good movie, and probably one of the better ones that Netflix has slapped their name on thus far. I saw Marriage Story earlier on in the festival, and that was fantastic. So if this is, this and Marriage Story are the quality that they're going to put out, I'm all for it. So yeah, this is a really good movie. So to start with Craig Brewer, I think what he made was this really kind of energetic movie that is really enjoyable to watch. It is just 100% entertaining, and he really just injects so much life into this person that has a big personality and was full of life. I think he really kind of emulated that in this film, and I really enjoyed that. So Craig Brewer made a really entertaining, swift 2-hour movie that was really amazing to look at, capturing the 70s with the vibrancy and the clothes and the production value. Ruth Carter, well, let me backtrack now. I can finally say Oscar winner Ruth Carter, because she won for Black Panther. She did the costumes for this movie. Outstanding work. It's just, when you're doing anything in the 70s, you have to make it pop with the richness and the costumes and the production, and that was handled so well, and you really feel like you were transported in time watching this guy chase his dream. And so, yeah, I think Craig Brewer made a really solid film that also brings us a pretty well-rounded performance from Eddie Murphy. He is absolutely fantastic in this. Like, he's funny, he's charming, but deep down, all he wants is just to be in the spotlight and like just chase the dream that everyone is chasing in Hollywood. And especially for someone in his community, he wanted to be represented, and he wanted to show other people that they can also be represented as African Americans in the industry. And so it's a great message, and that just adds a lot of heart to his character and a lot of depth that you would not expect, considering that this guy was running on vulgar and kind of like crude humor. He's really kind of a softie on the inside, and I really like that. It makes him really likable, and so yeah, I thought that Eddie Murphy did a fantastic job in the title role, and this is some of the best work I've seen from him in years. My other favorite person was Divine Joy Randolph, who was kind of like his business partner. She was also really great, really kind of snappy. She was had this spark about her because she was really funny as his kind of like stage partner. But you can definitely tell that she was just trying to do well by her kid and stuff. It's just really just interesting characters to follow. And then, of course, this whole thing is stacked with big names. Craig Robinson, Wesley Snipes, Titus Burgess, T.I. is in this, Chris Rock, Snoop Dogg. I mean, they run the whole gamut in getting some of the more popular people in Hollywood right now, and I really like that. Everyone in the role was just spot on. Keegan-Michael Key is also in this, just spot on. Everyone was just in it and really kind of feeling their character and just going with this really great flow. And everyone's a scene stealer. Everyone's got like their line or like their moment. Wesley Snipes is this actor director that's like on coke most of the time and like just it's so great. But yeah, some of the scenes in that movie, man. But yeah, I thought all the performances were really well handled. You accompany that with the 70s time frame and just making this a really energetic and fun movie to watch about someone trying to climb up the ladder and achieve their ultimate goal in Hollywood. And now a lot of people in Hollywood have like their stories, and a lot of them are like struggling and like it's really like harrowing and like sad and stuff. Rudy Ray Moore's story is just fun. This is one of those stories that you just sit there and go, I can't believe this guy actually like broke through, considering that he was like one of the few out there doing, kind of vulgar stand up, and he's kind of like, R-rated like musical sets and like, Dolemite is my name. It's like, who wants to buy that? Like, this guy didn't care. He was just like, I want to make something that people can enjoy. And I guess the Ring app agrees too. Sorry. But yeah, he was just this more than life personality that didn't care what people thought. He just wanted to make something entertaining for the black community, and I really like that, because once again, it provides that representation. It provides the voice that people need like that. And now we're seeing in 2019 that there's definitely more diverse films out there, which is great. But I'm glad that someone as charismatic and as outgoing as this gentleman kind of like sparked that that movement a little bit with the kind of grindhouse edginess. That's great. So yeah, there's really nothing more to say. And then of course, if you're making anything in the 70s, the music is great. It is absolutely funky, and just they use all the right hits from that era. I love it. I like this movie a lot. It's really enjoyable. So if you want to check it out in theaters, go check it out. It's got a great soundtrack, and it plays in a very cinematic quality for sure. But if you can't, for whatever reason, please watch it on Netflix. Get those numbers up on however Netflix's rating system works, because it is a good time. And it has prompted me to go back and consume a lot of Rudy Ray Moore quality entertainment. So yes. Dolemite is my names from Netflix. Thank you, Netflix. So that will do it for this review for the continuing coverage of the 2019 North Texas Film Festival. So until next time, until the last one that I'm going to do for the film festival for you guys, I am Chase Lee, and I will see you guys later.